This is the Pete and Sebastian Show with Pete Correale and Sebastian Maniscalco.
Pete and Sebastian Show. We're back, baby. What's up, bro? It's been too long.
Yeah, I think this is going on 3 weeks. I just want to talk right off the bat. And then maybe this is just a wider view on you, but is that a candle? What is that?
Yeah, that's a candle.
Is that normally something you got brewing, or is this a new?
No, bro, I've had a candle burn every cast for 10 years. It's usually just right off camera, you know what I'm saying? There we go. That's where it usually is. I had to slide in there to turn the camera on. Yeah, no, I got a whole little side. My side to my right is like the nightstand that you talk about your wife having on the last special. I can't even tell you what's going on over here.
Well, could you describe?
I can't wait to get into. What?
Describe to the listeners what you have on your side table. Like, what's over there?
All right. Well, we got the candle that we discussed. Then we got, I know you don't like to discuss this, solar recovery. I get a little spritz, brings my face alive. If I ever get to do Fox and Friends in the morning, I'm bringing a bottle of this. I know they're going to love it. Then I got from a dear friend of ours, a fan of the cast out of Chicago, sends me this citrus magic.
What does that do?
It's a spray for the it's a spray for the
extracurriculars.
Yes, thank you. Yeah. I'm blanking on names right now. Shit, jeez. What's his name? He's a good guy. We email all the time. He's gonna be upset if I don't know his name. I gotta say it.
Yeah.
I'm getting a little nervous, bro, lately because I'm forgetting names.
Oh, bro, we gotta get into this. We gotta get into this because I'm having the same problem. And I was talking to my buddy George back home.
Kenny Finnegan out of Chicago. Love this guy. Real nice guy. I'm sorry. He sent me this stuff. But go ahead, right, bro? Is it age? What's going on?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but I'm like, the recall, something's wrong. Like, I can't recall names. I can't recall things that I read. It's more so names of people, and like I forgot Nicki Minaj's name.
But you bringing up a good point though. The star Nicki Minaj, right?
Yeah.
I'm finding though the names that I'm forgetting, they're forgettable. Yeah, I feel like my brain is saying my brain on its own is like cleaning out the attic. He's like, you haven't said this fucking name in 10 years. It's gone. It's out of your memory. You know? It's like doing its own deciding making of, so like the players in your life. You know what I'm saying? Like you know Pete, you know me, you know friends, family. You know what I'm saying? It's the shadow people on the edge of the shadow. I'm like, what the... God, what was your name? We had a moment. We drank together like 10 years ago. I can't, but like, so I don't know what's, like, or even movies. I remember the ones I loved. I'm starting to not remember the ones that sucked as well.
Okay. The guy you just mentioned, right? What's his name?
Ken Finnegan.
Okay.
Yeah.
I forgot his name already.
Bro, I almost didn't be able to say it to you again a second time myself. I'm kidding, Kenny. But yeah, there's your brain is taking that in going, well, it's like a huge computer, I feel. And your brain as a computer is taking in how you're feeling about what you're hearing. And based on how you're feeling, your brain goes to its other people working in its brain. He don't give a fuck about this name. We're full. There's no more room. Throw it out the back. Yeah.
So you're saying at this age, we have populated our brain with so much information,
right,
that it's now filing the important information up top and then like losing the files that we haven't opened for 10 to 20 years.
Right. And to prove my point, you have yet to run into an old friend who has forgotten your name. You know what I'm saying? We're always deep in everybody's file. So, I mean, listen, I'm putting us on the spot because the next time we don't remember someone's name, they're going to know where they stand. But, it's almost like I told you one time a while back, I start to hear songs on the radio that I don't, from the past. A song will come up and I'll be like, and I'll make a decision in my head. I'm like, I wouldn't care if I never heard that song again in my life. I don't even hate it, but I'd rather hear another song instead. And I feel like our brain is doing that on its own. I don't want to get too heavy.
I don't think I'm exercising my brain enough, meaning I don't think I'm reading enough. I don't think I'm stimulating the brain with problems and what have you. And I think, like anything else, you don't work out your biceps. The biceps, you're not going to see any, definition and progress. And that's where I am right now with remembering things. I mean, it's like I'm sitting there going, what was it? What was it? I can't even remember. Here's another thing. I don't know if you're having this problem. I'll have a story, right? And I don't know if you do this, but I'll have a story. Let's say something that happened to me this week, and I'll tell my mom. I'll tell my wife. I'll tell my sister. I can't even remember if I told them the story or not. Do you ever have this problem? Like, you have a story and you tell multiple people?
No, I know what you're saying. Yeah, no, I'm usually pretty good about never repeating the story to someone I haven't told. But you've done that to me, and that's when I. By the way, I have to do a side note. I was half kidding about remembering people, and I thought you'd go along and have more fun with that. You're in a mood. But anyway,
wait.
Yeah, you are. You're not you, guy. You're not you, guy. You're not you right now.
What do you mean not you? What? Because I didn't agree?
No. You didn't have to agree with that. You just, you seem a little more serious here. We're going, a little more low key right now. That's all I'm saying. You don't seem your perky self. That's all. All right, now you're coming to life. All right. I'm serious. But, so, wait, now I'm losing my train of thought, so I had to do that.
You forgot. Note. There you go. You forgot what the fuck you were even talking about.
Yeah, I did. But I did mean that. I was only half kidding about that. But as far as the other
No. I'm sorry, bro. You're not half kidding. What happened was, what were you just looking at? You were looking down. You were looking. What the fuck is that?
You're here. You're on a computer down here.
Oh, okay.
So for a second, I was just looking at you down there. It was weird. I don't normally do that. Wait, was I busted? Is that what you're going to say? Something?
I don't think you were half kidding. What I think just happened here is you went full bore with that thing. I didn't jump on with it. And then you felt bad that I didn't jump on with it. And now you're feeling like you were in a spotlight. And you're like, no, I don't really feel that way just because I didn't agree with it or I didn't hop on to that. Is that a quick analysis on how you feel?
No, I'm definitely. First part was right. I was definitely full bore. Kind of still believe that. But then when I said to you, sometimes now I'm putting myself out there. If I don't remember someone's name, they're gonna think because they don't matter to me. I started to feel a little bad about that comment.
Oh, don't worry about that.
So bro, you're almost never with me, man. I don't mind that. I mean, we disagree about a lot of stuff. That's the fun of it. But how could you say you're not working your brain enough when you're doing all these things in your life, from running a business, being yourself, creating all this content? I mean, what are you not? You're not doing Sudoku or Sudoku or whatever the fuck they play.
Could be some of that. But also, my sister's been doing some editing for me, where with podcasts and whatnot, and she goes, "The way you speak is so not grammatically correct." She basically told me I speak like I dropped out of school in 5th grade. My word choice, how I put words together, my whole vocabulary, it's like a 1920s dock worker.
Bro,
what's your take?
My take is that would be like going up to Michael Jackson in the prime of his career and saying, "You sound like a girl when you sing." that's meaning Michael Jackson and his high voice is all what made him appealing and famous, and we loved him. Your way with words, it's part of who you are. It's part of the character. And no one thinks you're dumb. I see as a sister the concern, but that's half of what we're laughing at. And we're not laughing at you. We're laughing at the way you word it, the way you like go, run it through the garden, or you'll take a phrase and say it out. I think you're being,
It's not even that, bro. It's not running through the garden. I'm talking about
right.
using the correct, adjectives, just sentence structure in general. Right. Here, would you, would have. Remember that? Yeah. Would you, would have?
Yeah. I love that. I love the flow of that. Yeah. Would you, would have. I mean, it's like.
Would you, would have.
Say it. How should you normally say that? Instead of would you, would have.
What's it supposed to be? Would you.
Like, would you.
Here. I'll use it in a sentence.
Okay.
Use it in a sentence. Would you, would have had steak or chicken?
Given the choice. Like, you got to, if you're going to use a sentence, can you finish the sentence? That was a question.
It's so dumb that you can't even like put that into. I don't even know how the hell you would say it, because I've been saying would you, would have probably since I've been 18. How would you say that?
Well, it depends. You're almost saying it like neither was offered to the person. But if it had been, would have gotten the chicken or the steak?
No, you just said would you, would have gotten. That's even worse. You just threw a gotten in there on top of my.
I think it needs a gotten. I mean, I do, because otherwise, would you, would have gotten the chicken or the fish had you had the choice? I mean, no. I don't know what you're trying to say. Oh, wait.
Would you, would have is not the right. That's what I'm saying. Would you, would have is not right.
Can you give me the context in how you're asking this person something? Like, are you telling them a story about a place you were and you went with the fish instead of the chicken? And you're asking them if they were in your situation and they were at that wedding, would they have gotten the chicken or the fish? Is that what's the context of the would you, would have gotten the chicken or the fish?
Okay, the would you, would have is almost like it's like man, it's like would you, would have had, would you, would have, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out like. I don't know where the hell I would use this. I know I've just used it in a scenario. Like, would you, would have went to, I guess it's like either or.
I know how you've used it. Like, you'd go like, would you have rather had me drive off? Like something like that. Like, like if you're telling a story and you go, I got out and I got in a fight with the guy, but I mean, I don't know. Would you would have had me like that?
Would you, would have? Yeah, would you, would have? I don't know. Is would you, would have so bad?
Would have rather? I don't know that it's so bad, bro. I mean, I don't have a problem with that.
I think we'll leave it to the listeners to correct would you, would have in the comments, because we're it's like two dummies here trying to figure it out.
Jackie does that with my writing though. Like, I try to write a newsletter or something. She's like, you write like a dummy, and then she like. If she reads something, she's like, this is how it should sound. And I'm like, but that's not how I sound. I want it to reflect how I speak. You know what I mean? I don't know. Anyway.
Sometimes
don't beat yourself
how we speak and how you write are two different things. Well, put it this way. If I were to write something in, let's say, the book.
Yeah.
I wrote a book, but I co-wrote it with a ghostwriter. And I go, I don't want you to correct a lot of what I say, because a lot of what I say is how I speak, and that's kind of what makes it unique or funny or what have you. As soon as you start correcting would you, would have, it ain't going to be funny, right? By the way, did they throw ain't into the dictionary yet? because I know, like,
Patrick.
growing up. Yeah, go throw Patrick. See if "ain't" is one of the Webster's words. "Ain't" growing up was like taboo. Can't say "ain't," right?
Yeah.
But I think I might have heard something that they threw "ain't" into the dictionary like 6 or 7 years ago, just based on popular demand. You know, I think everybody was saying that. They were like throw this word in there. We
It's like Pete Rose in the Hall of Fame, you know? Just don't let that word in. Do not let that word in. It's like, come on, guy. Everybody's saying it. It's all over. It's signing balls at malls all over the country. Just let "ain't" in. Yeah, bro. I use it too. Remember growing up, "ain't" isn't a word. That's what our teachers would always say to us. You know?
Yeah.
The other one for me too is like, if I had any say with the English language, I'd be like, can we all get over the taboo with the F-bomb, with the word fuck? I mean, it's just, you know, you could say it I say it on stage, but I'm not talking about something dirty. Like, I could go like, oh, it was freezing. I mean, I was fucking freezing, you know? And like, somehow you're dirty. It's like from a word, from a sound. I don't know.
It is in the dictionary, and
it made it.
It made it in there, although widely disapproved as non-standard and more common in the habitual speech of the less educated. "Ain't" is flourishing in American English. It is used in both speech and writing to catch attention and gain emphasis.
Yeah, but you heard that one line there about uneducated.
Uneducated. Yeah. Nah. No, it's a word for dummies. It's a dummy word.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, you could be a dummy and then you go and you memorize the dictionary. So you're still a dummy, but you're using big words. Does that automatically make you not a dummy because you know all those words?
Well, if you know all those words and know how to use them, I've been around people who use big words. Actually, a friend of mine, Brett Paul, he's a magician with words. This guy, and I'm going to see him Saturday night. I can't wait to see this guy. Because I can't wait to hear him speak. Yeah. He's throwing out words that I know what they mean in context because, you know, the way he structures the sentence, I go, oh, wow, I know that word, what it means because I could put it together based on the other words around it, right?
Right.
But the trick is taking that word, putting it into your brain, and then regurgitating that when the time is right. Because if you really look at it, I don't, you know, I mean, again, sorry to get serious. When you're speaking, it's really remarkable because, like, remarkable. How did I take that word? I haven't even used remarkable. I'm not kidding.
Right.
Probably grade school.
Okay. Now, I'll give you an example right there. You know it's probably since grade school, but you go probably because it's funnier. Boom. And that's why, that's why you do what you do. It's the career.
The way you say words could be funny, but what I am saying is for me to pick up remarkable without even thinking, like, I don't know, I didn't think I was going to say remarkable. I don't even know right now the words that are coming out of my mouth.
Yeah.
They're just coming.
Oh my God, bro. You literally sound like a guy who just woke up from a coma. I mean, what? Yeah, you've been doing this since you were fucking 3, guy. Now you're amazing.
I know, but what I'm saying is, how the hell did I sift out remarkable when I haven't said that word in 40 years? You know what I'm saying? Like, it just came in.
Yeah, you have said remarkable in 40 years. If you haven't said it, it's always been on your radar. It's never like you don't know that word. It's just, it doesn't fit like your identity, your persona. You know what I mean? You're never like you're not gonna be 25-year-old and how was just Silence of the Lamb? Oh, it was remarkable. What? The fuck? But you know the word. Maybe you're using it now like a tweed jacket. You know what I mean? You're getting older and it fits you more now.
That's what I'm saying. I want to start incorporating a little bit more
Dig it.
vocabulary, maybe that A, I haven't said in a while, or B, that's new to me that I can start implementing into conversations where people go, hey, where'd that word come from? I've been in conversations with people going, geez, what a beautiful word. Like in my head, I'm like, that's a beautiful word.
And not only that, you're talking to someone like, I was talking to someone once, and you got him at a level he is, how, they're cool, whatever you feel about him. And then he's like, I was flummoxed. I'm like, whoa, you just went up here, guy. Flummoxed. Who belts that word out anymore?
That's what I'm saying.
And
you start.
It's like a nice piece of clothing, man. You use big words, and people start to think you're a big shot. My problem is I know a lot of words. I feel a pretty good vocabulary, and I'm into words. But as we know through years on the cast, I don't pronounce them all right, but I say them with confidence. Wrong.
I know that's the commitment that you have to wrong words is unparalleled. I've never seen anyone say wrong words as confident as you.
What I said earlier on the show, Sudoku or whatever, I knew going in with the S that I didn't know the full pronunciation, but I just jumped off. I'm like, Sudoku. Because I know that you'll know what I was talking about, and that's good enough, man. So just thumb through a dictionary, man. Just thumb through it, peruse through it when you got nothing going on. Peruse, by the way.
It's not that. It's not thumbing through a dictionary. I don't think you're going to pick up words thumbing through a dictionary. You know how I'm going to think you're going to pick up words is you start hanging out with people who are educated and know how to use words in the correct manner. That's the only way you're going to pick up words. I mean, you could pick up a book, you could listen to words, but I think if you start hanging out with people who are highly educated, it's almost like it's rubbing off,
Yeah. No, there's something to be said for that. I hear you all of a sudden, you don't feel comfortable throwing around an ain't when these people are using words like apropos,
Apropos.
Well, we look forward to hearing the words. So, anyway, not to change the subject, I fucking love the special, baby. Congratulations.
Thanks, man. Listen.
What?
I appreciate it. Here's the thing with the special. And I generally don't look at comments and whatnot. I mean, I know we've talked about this on the cast about people who comment on our podcast, and then we'll bring that up here and discuss it.
Yeah.
Generally speaking, though, I don't respond to comments. I don't give them any weight. But in this particular special, a lot of the comments were kind of the same comments. Like, people were disappointed. They thought other specials were better than this special. I got some, and I had this issue in post-production. The special came back and it looked like I had lipstick on. My lips look like bright red. And I go, what the fuck's with the lips? The lips look like I got makeup on, like heavy makeup. I go, we need to correct that. So we went through a series of color correction, and I thought we had it to a place, not perfect, but enough where it's like, okay. But then it came out, and again, I got something like, what do you got, fucking lipstick on? What are you doing with the makeup and whatnot? Which the makeup wasn't a heavy applicant of makeup. So, by the way, applicant is another word. I think. I mean, come on. So
is Patrick, I'm sorry to bother you. Can we see if the applicant was just used in the correct way? Because I'm not so sure it was.
Application. I just shortened it though.
This is fucking great. All right.
Oh god. So anyway, and
small application of makeup.
Application of makeup. Anyway, also some of the, and of course, I don't look at any of the positive reviews. I just look at what negative. But I just thought there's a lot. That's what I do in life, though. I'm always looking at the negative side, never the positive.
Right.
Always looking about what I don't have, not what I have.
Right. I hear you, man. Crowd of people laughing, one guy in the corner not. That's the guy you want to talk to after the show.
I talked to him during the show. Going, why? What's wrong with you? So, did I tell you I did that one? Jesus, this was a story. Man, talk about a memory. Forgot that story. Just forgot it. I think it happened at the Laugh Factory. Was it? Oh, yeah. No, doesn't pertain to this conversation. Anyway, as a whole, another one of the critiques were wasn't physical. Normally, I'm more physical in my comedy. I wasn't as physical as I normally am. So I was hearing comments, but the way I was hearing the comments and the critiques were the same. You know, it'd be like the equivalent of you running a restaurant and you're sending out the steak, and there's the same complaint about the steak 9 times. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's tough, or it's not cooked right. You know, if you were to give an equivalent of a business, that's kind of what I was hearing on and on. So I'm like, all right, maybe. And I wasn't getting that response really on tour. I mean, I was using the same material on tour, and I was getting a great response from it. But as soon as I put it on film, you know, and I don't know if it's because that, I don't know. I don't know why the negative feedback, that it was abundant.
Like I told you on the text, I just read a couple of reviews. I didn't read social media, and they were all positive. I thought it was great. The only thing that I found interesting, which, first of all, there's so many aspects to this. Number one, let's take Michael Jackson. You loved this guy growing up. He puts out all these albums, the way I love Billy Joel. It's just human nature. Eventually, you're going to like one more than the next, then the next one more than you could. I never thought I could love it as much as that last one. Then that one, he tried to. It's like you're an artist. And I think I love the reviews I saw were giving such kudos to just doing something new out of the box. Like a musician going, we're unplugging this time, or we're going, you know. I love that. And I think it was done successfully. The thing that fascinated me, though, which I didn't even take into consideration, was the minute you put on a tux. Like, if I ever wore a tux, the minute I put it on, I'd start my act, I'd go, oh my God, there's like 7 things that I just can't say in a tux that I normally say, right? I just feel like the tux, you know. So, like, and the only one with you is when you go, it was so great. You did this, that great. And by the way, I saw this stuff too, crushing all the time. So, of course, it's going to crush again. But the great bit up front about you and Lana and being late and stuff like that. And then she's in the heels. She goes, do I look sexy? You go, yeah, I'm getting a boner. I'm like, boner in a tuxedo is jolting.
Joe. Joe, where the hell did that come from?
Joe. Oh, God. Now I'm getting called names, but not my own. Holy shit. You need this vacation, bro. Just grab an eggnog and light a fire, please.
Oh, speaking of eggnog, we got to get into that. That party's Saturday.
Love the Fallon sit down. I thought that was beautiful, man. I really thought that was just really great, man. I love that. Me and Jackie were laughing out loud about, and the way you worded it with the, I don't like when people make something at their home and then bring it to my home. And then the whole thing with the family recipe. And I think they were laughing when you did you did that bit. And then right after that bit, Sebastian, if you watch his Fallon bit, he's talking about people bringing food for Thanksgiving and then how they say it's a family recipe. Very next thing, Fallon says something like, what are you doing? You go, I'm making an eggnog. I think some of them laughed because they knew it's a family recipe. You just ripped on a family recipe, and your next bit is about making a family recipe for people. I thought that was great. I looked at Jack and go, he's doing a bit of... So anyway, and that was all great. You're like, that is 65. I don't know. It was great. It was great, dude. I think you just need to just sit back, take a breath of fresh air, appreciate the things you've done for a half a second.
I agree. And this break is coming at a great time. I am so happy that I'm not touring off this special. I need to go and reconnect with my kids, reconnect with Lana, just futz around the house. I got to get into this story. I know it's off topic of the special, but
No problem. Oh, we're all over. Go ahead.
I went for the Christmas tree yesterday.
All right.
It's a Christmas tree place that we've never been to before. Normally we go to this Christmas tree place, but they move further away from our house. So we're like, let's try this place in the valley. So we go in the valley, pull up, and from the outside I go, oh, this is beautiful, because before we went to this place, we went to a church parking lot, and as soon as I heard church parking lot, I go, the selection's got to be minimal.
Right. Yeah.
We pull in, and it's like, you ever go to a tree lot and you go, is this like a tree lot, or is this just like there was just no like normally they have like the lights and it's like maybe a little tent. This was like a few trees and a desk.
Oh, right.
So we saw that and went right through. Didn't even get out of the car.
So there was like, no, was this the one that was at the church?
Yeah.
Right. So it was probably somebody donated a few trees to the church so the church can make a few bucks. Every light the church puts up is a little money out of the pocket of the church. So, and I hear you. You got to have the magical little Christmas music playing, some lights there. Maybe they got the wreaths off to the side. You want to buy one of those. Maybe even the guy who works there is, wearing a Christmas hat. Come on. I hear you.
Yeah.
Where'd you go?
I went to this tree lot behind I don't even know where it was. It was in a big parking lot, but the presentation was stellar. As I parked the car, I just saw a candy cane tent, white, red, white. Oh, I'm like, this is...
You're at the right place. I'm at the right place.
Everybody there dressed up had red. They had red. They had some had Santa hats.
Man.
We walk in an abundance of trees. I mean, from little trees to 19 feet. I like the range. That's what I'm looking for in a Christmas tree lot. Range of feet, right? You could get a 2-foot tree, you could get a 19-foot tree, and everything in between. Now, we wanted a 10-foot tree. All right, so we go into the 10-foot aisle. This guy comes out of nowhere. I mean, bro, this guy could have been an elf at the North Pole. That's
really.
This is how accommodating this guy was. He's like, "What's going on, guys? What can I get you? What are you looking at?" Just right off the bat, I go, "This guy's great. This guy's getting a 50. This guy's getting a 50 spot." And we're gonna go up from there. We're starting at 50 on the tip.
Just for the greeting, the guy got
just for the greeting alone. So Lana, very particular about Christmas trees. I'm not so much particular. I mean, I look at it and go, okay, this is great. But Lana, she's got to go and feel the texture of the tree and look at the tree's branches to see if they will be able to hold the ornaments that we have selected, right? So she's a little bit more picky about it. But this guy's like... He's in short sleeves, and he's taking trees and manhandling the tree. Now, if I was working at a tree lot, I'm covered. You don't see my skin. I got gloves on, long sleeves. I got like a hat. This guy is in there, and he's shaking trees out. There's sap all over this guy.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Wow. Yeah.
But he's happier than shit. This guy could not be... more. He's like, I got extra trees in the back. If you don't like anything here, I'll bring them out for you. That's all Lana had to hear.
Yeah.
Bring them out.
Bring them out.
This guy goes in the back and he's
Acts
sweating.
like their dresses. This guy's getting a hernia looking at fucking tree trunks like Paul Bunyan. She's like, can you spin it around? A fucking fitting room at Bloomingdale's. But this guy don't care. He works 3 weeks a year. He soaks in a tub to get the sap off, and then he goes back to a small town and drinks all of his tree money till next year. I'm telling you, bro.
So he goes back to get another tree, and this is the beauty of this place. They got their own lingo they use between the workers.
Yeah.
This guy's coming out with a tree, right? When the tree comes out, it's tied, so it looks like a big, looks like a log almost because it's wrapped, right?
Yeah.
So this guy's got it on his shoulder. Another guy's coming out from around the corner, and I heard tree traffic. Tree traffic. Oh, tree traffic. What the fuck?
Oh, God. I think that's got to be, to let you know we're coming high. There's a tree up high. I love it, man.
Oh, man. I heard that, and I'm like, oh, this is it. That's it. So he brings it out, and he cuts it down the center, right? And the tree just, it's like taking off a woman's bra. The shit.
Bro, it's like a movie when you see a woman's robe come off, she just drops it to the floor and you see her back and you're like, oh, it is go time. Even a tree. Don't you feel like the tree's all bundled up as the scissors cut and the tree's thinking, oh, they're gonna love this. They're gonna love this. The tree's going 3, 2, 1. By the way, man, in L.A., if I was running a criminal business, I'd hire a bunch of guys to go to a tree place like that and follow any customer that buys a tree over 10 feet or bigger. Follow them home with case in the house. Jeez. Anyone who can fit a tree over 10 feet has got a safe. We're in that, let's get, Someone comes for the 19-foot tree, follow that. That's going to Spielberg's.
Put it this way, the tree we bought, we couldn't even fit it if we wanted to on any car we own. Like a lot of the trees, you strap it to the top, right? This thing we had to bring in, like a friend of ours, not a friend, a guy that we know that sometimes works for us, has like a huge truck, so he had to bring this truck to pick this thing up, but.
Beautiful.
Let me get to this thing opens up, and right away it's like the way it opened up. I said, "That's it. That's the tree." He didn't even shake the thing out yet. I just knew it from it being unveiled. It beautiful, 10 feet, but no holes in it. Sometimes the tree the tree looked like it got beat up. Like. One side is screwed up. This was beautiful all the way around. So I said,
Do you know? Okay, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Do you know where the tree came from? Like, was it Vermont, Montana? Any idea?
No.
Canada?
Well, I don't know where it came from. I know it's the kind is a noble Christmas tree. I think there's another one that starts with an F. Again, there's a memory. I think it's a fir. Is it fir? Yeah. FIR, fir. Wow. This one was noble. So we go, let's take that. He goes, if you don't like this, if you're not 100% happy with this, I could go get more trees. This guy was ready to go get more trees, bro.
Wow. Yeah.
And he goes, do you want the stand on it? I said, oh, okay. Yeah, don't come with it. He goes, no, we have to put one on. So I got video of this. I'll put it up on Patreon. This guy, bro, it's like Paul Bunyan. He was hammering in the stand, but like this ain't this is hard labor.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at this kid going, is he from LA? Because you don't normally see this type of work ethic in Los Angeles. You know, sometimes some of these tree places, they come from, like you said, Oregon down with like people from the hills, right? And then they set up shop in Los Angeles. And, you know, it's time to make. That's another thing. What are these tree people doing the rest of the year?
Right. Well, don't they live in campers when they come to the tree, when they do the trees, like in New York City, they live in a camper right there. They sell the trees. Bro, where they live, it's like $1 for a beer. The house is like, their rent is $300. They live in the middle of nowhere. I'm telling you, they drink through the winter, watch the trees grow, and then they go sell them again.
Okay.
I mean, what do they do? They go home and they go back to working on Wall Street.
So, 10 feet, how much you think the tree is?
In L.A., with all the bells and whistles you got, it's a guess. I just know it's a lot. I'm guessing you paid close to at least $750 bucks.
$295.
What? For the stand, the service, the tree, all for $295.
$295. Now, at this other place we used to go to, it was
bargain.
double that. It was $600 at this other place that we used to go to, and I don't know what the hell they're doing with their trees. I think, you know, because of the location, they set up near Beverly Hills. So these people ain't stupid. They're like, these people got money. Let's jack up the shit $600. They'll buy it. They don't know shit.
Right.
This in the valley, $295 out the door.
Yeah.
So we go to pay, and we got 2 little trees. We got like a little winter wonderland downstairs for the kids that we put a little reindeer and whatnot. So we got 2 little trees to put in there, right? So 2 trees, and then we got some tree food. You know, we put in the thing. I guess it's like a special, whatever, food for the tree.
Yeah.
And then they had like some spray paint, the snow spray paint that you sprayed on the window. So we got that all in $452, right? Yeah. I pay cash $470. Now she's ringing the stuff up on a calculator. It's taking a while. I don't know what she's doing. She goes, "Here's your change, $113 and whatever 50. So $113. I gave you $470. It's $452. I'm supposed to get like $18 back. She gives me $113.
Right.
Would you say anything, or do you pocket the money and get the hell out of there? What would you do?
Oh, I definitely say something. Yeah, I definitely say something.
All right.
You did too. Sure.
I said you gave me too much money back. I gave you $470. It's $452. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. All right. And then she said, thank you. Thank you. I was disappointed with I just saved you your job. Right? Like at the end of the night, you're going to be short on the register. And there could be, a discussion. Are you skimming? Where's the 100? Right?
Right. Yeah.
I kind of got like a thank you that you would say for someone maybe holding the door for you. Open for you as you walk.
I know.
Thank you.
I know what you're saying.
Okay. I've had this happen to me where I've given wrong change when I was waiting tables, and someone said, "Hey, man, you gave me," and I would go, "Oh, man, thanks so much, man. I really appreciate that, man."
Yeah.
I don't know where my hat. And I was like, you gotta give me a little bit more thank you on that, no?
I couldn't agree more. One time in Walmart, a couple months back, I bought a bunch of stuff and they didn't ring me up for my Nicorette, which is like $26, and I'm out in the parking lot and I'm like, they never rang me up for this. I go back in and I go, you didn't ring me up for this. And the lady goes, oh, you have to go to the return counter. I go, I'm not returning anything. You didn't ring me up. Well, you go and tell them. So I go to tell them and they go, oh, okay. Just go over there and ring up. Nobody cared. I was so pissed. I was so pissed that I didn't just keep it. But the only difference in my story, your story, is the only reason I brought it in is because I got a little freaked out in my head. I'm like, this is a test. Cop's going to knock on my door when I get home. Because I paid for everything else with credit card, and they got the camera. And like, you didn't pay for the Nicorette, cuff them up. I'm like, and in my town, they put you in the paper for anything. You get a DWI or something, you're in the fucking paper. My mother-in-law lives here. But I know what you're saying, right? They should be like, holy shit, dude. Oh, my God, I'm such an idiot. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I mean, some of the other people would just leave. I really appreciate, Now, the flip side is trees are negotiable. Everything's in cash. I don't think they're keeping tight enough count to know. My concern is, if this chick did this with you, is she doing this all day? I'd go up to the boss and be like, "Guy, you're lucky if you got enough gas money to get back to Oregon because you got a slug working your register." All right? She's giving out money for trees. She's giving out money, guy. What the fuck?
So yeah, I was kind of taken aback by the lack of enthusiasm on the mistake.
Absolutely. Me too. I disagree with that. You got to get hopped up. You got to be excited for that.
Yeah. So
Otherwise, what's the point? Listen, before we're done with... Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. You're all over the map. What's going on?
With Christmas, did you... when you shop for Lana, when you get Christmas gifts for Lana, like, I had to ask you how you go about it because, I mean... My best gift right now for Jackie, I've like gotten gifts for her and stuff. My like home run gift is a toilet seat warmer. So I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah. Wow. I could tell you the list of things I got going for her. Another thing I got was 2 really nice double size. Oh no, I'm sorry, they're twin XL size. Duvet covers, because I looked it up. A duvet, goose down, and the covers, because I looked it up online, and the twin XL, 2 of them together is equal to a king bed, right? They would lay the same way a king bed would, and it's huge in Sweden, and apparently it's been saving marriages. But you sleep in the same bed, but you have separate comforters and sheets, top sheets. So when one rolls over, they ain't moving the thing from the other. So I bought 2 comforters and 2 duvet covers, seat warmer, pair of Skechers slip-ons, fucking a T-shirt from her college, and
bro,
yeah, whew.
Listen,
I need a big gift. What do you got going?
Number one, I don't got anything yet. I haven't even thought about it, to be honest with you.
Wow.
I gotta get on my horse on that. But my suggestion here, and I don't even know if you could do this, return everything.
No, man. This is yeah.
I say return everything and get one nice gift rather than this multiple bullshit you're going with. The toilet seat warmer.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that's like a purchase in May. Like
May.
Yeah, like that's just like in the. That's not like a gift. That's like I gotta get that seat warmer for the toilet today. That's like an errand.
Right. Well, here's the deal. I don't want to hear this, but every night, and when she goes to bed and she uses the bathroom in our bedroom, and in the morning, she always is like, "Oh my God, it's so cold, it drives me nuts." I'm thinking about putting socks on there. I saw someone that does that. They put socks on the toilet seat, right?
Oh man,
so and this has been going on for like
bro, I'm sorry, you might as well be living in Oregon in an airstream. Socks on your fucking toilet, bro.
What? She hasn't, but she said that. So this has been going on for like a year, and I'm like, "Why don't you get a toilet seat?" I don't know. I haven't even looked into it. So now, like recently, she sits on it and she says that. I told Sadie, I'm like, I think she wants us to get the toilet seat warmer. And she's very Like, we have money. We're not, like, struggling financially. She can go get a toilet seat warmer, but somehow it's seen as, like, a gift thing, I guess. I already got it. It costs, like, $113. Comes with a little plug, goes right into the outlet. I don't know, man. This thing sounds exciting, actually.
I mean, listen,
Does yours warm up?
Yeah, mine warms up. I have the house came with a toilet, one of those toilet that, opens up automatically, it flushes automatically, it cleans your asshole, the whole thing. It's just it's just.
How do you feel about the warmth? Like, is it nice? Do you notice it? You're like, damn, I don't think I could ever go back to a non-warm toilet. What'd you take?
It's such a luxury that every time I sit down on a toilet that doesn't have it,
yeah,
I'm upset.
It's almost like torture, right?
Oh God, no, it's nice.
I'm getting excited.
No, it's a nice. I'm not knocking the gift. I'm just.
I know, bro. I'm knocking it. Yeah.
At Christmas time, I don't know. I kind of like the one gift splash than I've done the separate gifts. I've done the multiple gifts. They're cool, some knickknacks and whatnot. Oh, remember when you were saying you like that? And
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got
they're
a
fun.
pair of shades. But here's the thing. When you get someone just the one gift and they get you a bunch of gifts, then every time I'm opening up another gift that she got me, I got to bring up the gift I got her. Like, I'm opening going, so you really like that necklace, right? Yeah, I was thinking about it. Because she's just sitting there sipping a coffee for the next 45 minutes. I'm opening up. She fills my stocking. Her stocking, I got nothing. So this year I got to put stuff in there too,
Oh, shit, I got to get on this now.
Yeah,
I forgot about the style. I always forget about the stocking.
I got another question for you too, because last week we went to this cute little town outside of Buffalo called East Aurora. It's got like the quintessential small town out of a movie, with the drugstore still and everyone's Christmas shopping. And I got my coffee with the lid. And it's store to store. Some are cool and some aren't. What's your take on, as an adult, when you go into a store and they hit you with the no outside beverages, no outside beverages? Like, no outside, like they want me to take my coffee and leave it outside on a bench so somebody could dip fentanyl in it. What? Yeah. Well, because that's the thing too. Because the products, like I'm giving them a look. Like, look at me, lady. Do I look like I spill coffee? Look at me. Yeah. And by the way, if I spill it on something, I'll fucking buy it. I'll buy that, and I'll buy a dry one that I didn't spill it on.
I don't like that move, and I think it should be based on, like you said, if the person looks like they spill.
Yeah,
right? Like,
I agree.
I look at you come into my business with your coffee, right? I go, oh, this guy's a veteran.
Exactly.
Just the way he handles the coffee. You could tell the way someone moves around with liquid if they're proficient in keeping it in the cup.
Yeah, yeah. I go buy outfit too. I was wearing an overcoat. You know what I mean? I had a scarf on, nice pair of leather gloves. I could have been doing a Javalia commercial, and you'll worry about me doing a drip in here. Come on. Yeah.
You're the type of guy that could hold his coffee. By the way, what hand do you hold your coffee in?
I hold it in my right hand, but what I like to do is when I'm not drinking it, I almost put my hand over the whole thing.
Oh, bro, like that's a veteran move.
And it's dangling all the way down by the head.
Oh, God. You put it down by your knee?
Yeah, well, but yeah, like this, right? Like, yeah, just like right down here.
Yeah, just right by the knee.
Hopping around. Then when I just come up and a boom, and I go to bar. You know what I mean? It's like, Jesus. I'm adding to the ambiance of your store by sipping my coffee as I stroll through it, lady. Come on. Looking at the tchotchke shit in here. The other thing I don't like is the don't touch rule. Don't touch.
Yeah. No. What is that? What is that?
This is kindergarten. Texas kindergarten. You got a fucking store. I might buy it. I'm touching it, right?
I go a step further on that one. You ever get this sign? You break it, you buy it.
Oh,
You ever get that?
yeah, I've gotten that. That'll make me leave your store.
I see that. I walk away. I walk
love
out.
it, bro. I love it. I love it. That's what you get. What are you talking to? Who are you talking to? What's that say? Who's that sign? You know, it's yeah. I don't like that either.
But
I don't like
even-
too. In this small town, I'm not into this because it was a lot of kids were home. It was the Thanksgiving weekend actually, so a lot of kids were home from college, and you could see they were there with their parents walking the streets, and everyone's got the family dog. Dad stays outside the store with the dog, jerking them all over, and I understand why the dog has to go Christmas shopping in town. I don't understand that. Bring the dog, Dad. I miss the dog.
Yeah, I'm not into
Take
that
the dog
either.
back to Syracuse with you, honey. Yeah.
You'd find that though, a lot of people who have pets will be in disagreement of that statement because they believe that the pet should go everywhere, which I'm not really fond of, especially in stores. I mean, yeah. But getting back to your coffee hold,
Yeah.
you remind me of a type of guy that is able to hold his coffee, right? And then shop for clothes with the loose hand, right? So you got the coffee in one hand, but you're thumbing through like the rack, right?
Yeah.
And you'll have the ability to take it off the rack and like flip it and maybe even
yeah.
yeah, and then maybe even like maybe something for Jackie. Just go over to Jackie and give her a look on, like, to see how she would look in it, all while having that coffee just dangle off your side hip.
Absolutely, man. I mean, I can't tell you how many times walking the city streets when I lived in Manhattan, where I'd be walking with my coffee, and I'm trying to decide if I don't want any more of it and if I should throw it in one of the garbage cans when I get to the corner. And then, like, so many times, like, I don't toss it, and then as I'm walking to the next corner, I'm like, God, I'm so glad I didn't toss you, like, because I want that extra sip. And it's just, the weirdest thing with coffee, bro, I don't want to carry it. I don't want it all the time, but sometimes I just want one nice hot sip. And there's no other way to get that unless you're carrying it with you, man.
You got that right, man.
So,
So listen, this is our last episode.
Christmas goodbye. This is the Christmas goodbye, right? Yeah.
The Christmas goodbye. Want to wish everybody out there a very Merry Christmas. It's been one hell of a year with you guys. Lots going on this year.
Yeah.
And yeah, I got so much. I have to save it for the next cast, bro.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I hear you, bro. Listen, all this means is Christmas will pass between this one and the next one, but we are back next week, baby. What does this come out? On Monday before Christmas, I think is when this passes.
Yeah, December 19th, this will come out.
Yeah. All right. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry
Had a great
Christmas.
year.
Enjoy
Hope
it.
to have another great one.
You got it. We'll see you next week.